The 1920s in America were a time of widespread prosperity. Everything seemed possible with the proliferation of new technologies such as the telephone, the automobile, moving pictures, and radio. The decade was aptly named the Roaring Twenties. But there was a darker side to the decade, and one of its primary perpetrators was Henry Ford, the inventor of the Model T, which was the first automobile that middle-class Americans could afford. At the height of his success, Henry Ford purchased a weekly newspaper, the Dearborn Independent, and used it to publish anti-Semitic diatribes in which he blamed the Jews for all the problems of the world. At the time, discrimination against Jews in America was widely practiced.
There was a fear that Jews were promoting communism and revolutionary ideologies, but most of all, I think there was a sense that America as a whole was changing because of the many immigrants who had come in the preceding 50 years, and there was great fear of these changes.
Anti-Semitism reached its peak in the 1920s and 30s, and it was not uncommon for hotels, clubs, and beaches to display signs that read, "No Jews or dogs admitted." There were quotas to keep Jews out of schools. Jews were restricted in terms of where they could live, and they were excluded from certain professions.
Young Jews knew that they couldn't be bankers, or they couldn't work for certain kinds of companies because those companies would not hire a Jew, or as they said it, a Jew would not be comfortable here. And in many cases, Jews had to create a kind of parallel universe. Jewish law firms, Jewish country clubs, Jewish vacation hotels, simply because they were not admitted to the general country clubs and hotels, and certainly were not admitted into the white gumshoe law firms in that period.
For Jews living in America from the 1920s until after World War II, this kind of discrimination served as a constant reminder of their Jewish origins. No matter their qualifications, certain doors were closed to them, and it was clear that the surrounding culture would not allow them to assimilate. Although Jews had believed that America would be different, during the period between the World Wars, this would largely not be the case.